Hey, you gotta put your name out there, right, big?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, baby.
Hi, what up, guys? It's your boy Avi King, aka Spartal 300, or whatever you want to call me. You can call me Kev, or you can call me Kevin. We got a special guest today, my boy.
Quan Entertainment, INC Williams. I'm here kicking it with my bro. And we here to talk about all this crazy stuff that's going on in the world.
Hell yeah! All
And,
right.
we ain't trying to, cause no harm on nobody or people getting offended, but
If you get offended, then this channel is definitely not gonna be for you. I'm sorry. You might want to just hit the exit right now, but
pretty much. But if you gonna enjoy this, might as well go make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
shit, I
ham
might
and
even go
cheese
make me
sandwich.
one right now. Shit.
Look it up, look it up. Look, we even got Gatorade out here. We got Kool-Aid, popcorn, the whole shebang. So listen, if y'all into this, what we about to talk about, I suggest y'all go get y'all platters ready and listen and
Facts.
hear us out. Please hear us out on this one.
All right. So we were talking about what? Police brutality.
Yeah, that's the main factor.
I mean that one's been going around for a minute.
Decades.
All right, so I kind of I feel like this might be a little bit off topic from what we were talking about before, but I feel like cops aren't getting the best training. I feel like if how like cops usually resort to their guns.
Yeah,
I feel like if we can get cops to have mandatory training like mixed martial arts, I feel like that would stop a lot of casualties. Like, because I talked to a couple, because I do have a couple of friends that are cops, right?
hmm
And I actually talked to them about this before because a couple of them would come to my gym and train.
yeah,
So I'd be like, oh, is it mandatory for you guys to come here and train? They were like, no, it's actually based. You have to go out and provide it. I feel like the government should make you by law. If you're going to be a police officer, you should have to know how to defend yourself without having to resort to violence or guns. So,
absolutely.
like, if we can get these cops the proper training, I feel like this would, just escalate a lot of our problems. Like, because a lot of them, when a fight happens, what happens 90% of the time when a fight happens?
Either you get tased, you won't get maced, probably billy clubbed across the head, which is uncalled for.
Not only that, it's going to go to the ground.
Yeah,
So if you're on the ground, you don't have the right training to handle a situation on the ground. You're going to resolve to pulling your weapon. You're going to resolve to pulling your club, or you're going to mace them. So like,
exactly.
if we can get these cops out in the world to just try taking these jiu-jitsu classes, I feel like that would be very good because they'll know what to do in this situation. They'll know how to de-arm someone. They'll just know how to handle that situation a little bit better than resolving to their weapons. Like,
Absolutely.
but
I agree with you on this one too as well. I have a family member that is an officer. He's a young man. Um, when I spoke to my cousin, I'm not gonna put his name out there because I don't want his unit to get him in trouble or
yeah,
anything
definitely.
like that. But when I spoke to my cousin, he just got past all the training and stuff to his academy and everything. The first thing he told me is if you're coming off aggressive to an officer, they feel threatened. So for
Mm.
prime example, if an officer pull you over and he asking you for the proper things that you need to give it to
Wait,
him.
but that's not always the case in scenario because there's a lot of times where you can get stopped. That's where Terry search comes. I believe that's what a Terry search is called, right?
hmm
You don't have to actually provide a cop with your identification unless you're suspicious of a crime or you already convicted a crime.
Right,
So
which
this
is correct.
also, you guys also need to know your laws. Like, you need to know your rights. Like, if there's a lot of channels out there that tells you about how to, like, to pick up on your rights. Like, my favorite channel, I've been watching it a lot. I really don't like to promote other channels, but sometimes you got it. But you guys got to check out Audit to Audit. They tell you what you can do and what you can't do, and when it's actually appropriate to give a cop your license. Because don't forget, a cop is a public servant. They work for us. We don't work for them, so we don't always have to give them our credentials or any of that. But it's best for you to do just to, like, you know, avoid conflicts or problems. You should 9 out of 10 give it to him.
Yeah,
But if you really feel like you're not in the wrong, you can fight it. But like I said, it's just best for you to
just give it to him
just
and
give
hand
it
it
to
over. But you also could fight it
in a manner
in a
way.
manner way. Long as you coming off respectful and you're not being aggressive towards that officer where he feels he has to pull out his weapon or mace you or tase you, anything, that officer does not have that right to do that to you. And
Hmm.
this is something that I learned from my cousin. He pulls over a young man speeding on the highway, right? So the man tells my cousin, "What did I do? What the F you pulling me over for? I ain't got no warrants." That gave them officers to go search
Suspicion.
this man's car,
Yeah.
pull him out, mace him now because he's aggressive. Now, to a certain degree, I'm not taking up for officers because you do got to understand that they do have a job to
They
do.
do. And
But
they,
if you being cooperative with them,
not
they
only
have
that,
no reason to attack you.
not only that, they do have a family and wife. Like, they have a family. They want to go home at the end of the day. Like, you don't know what that cop just came from. Like, they could have just came from a shooting or something, like a shootout. Like, cops, like, I know what the shit going on. Like, you guys probably don't want to hear all this, but
Right.
it's true. Like, cops, they do have a lot of stress factors and they do go through a lot of shit that we don't see on a day-to-day basis. But that does not give them the right to do what they're doing. Yes, correct. But at the same time, you guys do have to understand, not all cops are bad. There are cops out there who want to do right and who wants to serve justice. And that's what they're trying to do. But you being aggressive and just, yelling at them, cursing at them, just
Giving
saying,
them a reason.
you're giving them that reason to want to hurt you. Like, it's not smart. Like, you just got to think about things before you react. That comes to, like, kill them with kindness, kill them with wisdom, man. That's what I'm saying. You got to know your rights, because if you could put a cop in this place by knowing your rights, 9 out of 10 they will leave you alone.
And
like,
they have to.
Yes,
because they don't have no reason.
Exactly.
Especially if you get pulled over for any type of traffic violation, just take the ticket.
Yeah.
I don't want to see nobody else getting killed by no cop. Because obviously, the people across the world need to understand that the government is for the police. They're not for you.
Mm-hmm.
As a brother speaking on this, we see it every day. We see it everywhere across the world. They're not for us, man.
They're not.
They're not. You know what I'm saying?
not.
If they was for you, it wouldn't be killing innocent black men. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to just put it out there on black men as well either, because I see white people get beat up by police as well. It don't get don't get out there in the public, but it happens. You don't hear about it unless you go on different news channels. You got to read the newspaper of what happened to this person.
Yeah, because the news, they only tell you what they want you to hear. They don't tell you the full story about anything.
It's called tell lie vision.
Hey,
tell lies.
See, this is why I don't watch news. I actually read all my reports, because you'll get the full understanding in reading something other than just watching it, because you're doing your research yourself. It's called deep diving. You know what I'm saying?
So when people say Black Lives Matter, yes, that is guaranteed true. I
was about to say, I want to say all
every life in this world right now matters.
Yes,
your life, my life, the Caucasian man life, whatever you are, your life matters, because ain't nobody safe.
Yes,
nobody is safe. Not even a racist, whatever person you want to call him. He could be racist all he wants, but his life ain't safe. Because I guarantee you, if he was to come off to a cop, they're doing the same way, but it won't be televised. You won't hear about it.
I also want to say, you were just saying what, all lives matter? Shit, yeah. I just had something to say to that. I'll get back to that one, but I completely lost train of thought where I was going with that.
It's all good.
I completely.
You can go get you a shot right now.
I gave her shit. Shit. All right. So we were talking about police brutality.
Right.
We were talking about race war. Oh,
man, that's you know what bothers me about this whole racial bullshit
that's going on right now.
That's going on. It's straight stupid. It's a sickness.
It's
a sickness.
We're feeding into. We're letting these people win. Actually, if you think about it,
feeding into the bullshit.
We're giving like I said. I know you guys are not going to want to hear this shit.
They need to hear it, but it's the fucking truth.
They need to. Like us. Like I mean, I like I said, I stand by it to a certain extent, but us ripping statues down, there's other ways going by it. There's protest. Yes, you guys are protesting.
Sign petition to get the fucking statue removed
instead of taking it down, because at the end of the day, you're just proving to the racist people, the words that they call us, the N words, because we can't say certain things on YouTube. So you gotta fill in the blanks. But we're giving them that ammunition to think and believe. Okay, well, they're acting like that, so that's what they are. You gotta think about what you're doing before you fucking do it. Like, just don't be going tearing shit down. Like, try and get a petition signed. Don't kill them with knowledge, not with
violence.
Thank you.
You don't have to act out in violence all the time.
Don't.
If you that mad, get in a boxing ring. some. Call somebody out to a challenge in the ring
Facts.
and let the frustration out.
Ooh.
And once it's over, get a couple of beers. Bang, boom, it's over. Leave it alone.
Yo, how dope
Live
would it,
life.
how dope would it be if, you know how like cops and shit, like, you know, they're always talking about, oh, they're big and bad, and you get of course you get the thugs when they get arrested. You know, they wanna, oh, if you didn't have that badge, like, yo, how dope would it be if, you know, one day a cop would just be like, yo, all right, when my day is off, we can pick a free day and we can go spar in the boxing ring.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
I would love that.
To just fight a cop in the ring?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this. Like, we just read a comment that I just said on Facebook. Facebook, like, restricted my account. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to live my life regardless, and I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say because I'm a fucking human being. This cop calling out people. Yeah, it's freedom of speech.
First Amendment. I think earlier you're saying, yeah, First Amendment is freedom of speech, freedom of press.
Damn right, power to the people. So, this cop somehow made a video on TikTok, right? He in top shape. You know what I'm saying? He look like Lex Luger shit. And you want to fight.
Fucking Hawk Diesel, motherfucker, bro. You look like the Hawk.
Exactly. You want to sit here and fight a washed-up-ass mechanic that just fix cars all day. And then when you get called out by a professional boxer, or any type of professional boxers that have been fighting buku years, you don't want to fight them. You want to get in the ring with a random person that you know you can kick his ass. So I said something on it, and they blocked my comment. Like, it's the fucking truth. Don't be a fucking punk and fight them. Don't call
no. Don't fight them. You want to do it the right way.
But he not in uniform. So you off duty. And I'm not going to say the word that I said on Facebook because I don't want to, rub nobody the wrong way because it is an inappropriate word that I said to him, but it wasn't inappropriate to the community of the people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not disrespectful to that community, and I'm not going to say that word. But that community, I didn't disrespect them. I disrespected the cop. Not that I hate cops, but I disrespected him because you getting in the ring and you calling out people that can't beat you. Steroids. You come fight that boxer and let's see who wins. May the best man win. But don't call out no regular random person that's out of shape that eat 5 to 10 boxes of donuts a day. More donuts than you.
I can go for a box of donuts myself. I want some glazed
strawberry man, I just
donuts.
Love that gym, man.
I want some glazed donuts.
Hey, man, you gonna make me break my diet, man. I gotta take a sip of this Gatorade. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got me sounding like, what's my man name on the ESPN? Deion Sanders. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I ain't messing with no donuts. Come on. You gotta eat healthy. Eat healthy.
There was something else. Like, I keep losing my train of thought because we keep going deeper and deeper into shit. And I know that it is, but it's kind of crazy how the world is what's really going on in the world.
It's too much.
And the sooner we wake up, the sooner we realize that what we're doing is not right. I mean, you guys may think it's right at the moment, but when you look back at it, you're like, damn, we could have probably taken a better approach with this. Like I said, I am for people. Like, I am for everyone, but I really don't think we're doing things the right way. I feel like we can definitely, like, look at it. Did Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X do this?
No.
What did they do?
They brought peace. They brought knowledge. But, they had to kill these powerful guys off. Well, anytime when it comes to people who got knowledge and power, you're not going to live. Not in this society, not in this government, because they feel that you're waking people up. They want things to still be the same. They want you to still be going to war with this race, that race. They want the drugs to keep continuing. They don't want you to be at peace.
I feel like they're afraid of us, knowing
all race coming together.
Yeah.
That's what they're afraid of.
They are.
But there's no need to be afraid of that. There's no need to be afraid of that. You know what I'm saying? If you have a white guy that's a friend of yours, treat him like that. Don't look at him no different.
Facts.
He no different than you.
We brought up a picture. I brought up a point before. We all bleed the same, right? Correct. We all bleed red.
Absolutely.
We all get buried in the same ground. What makes you different from us? Or what makes you different from anybody? What makes you better than me or makes you better than anyone else out there? We all get buried at the end of the day. We don't take anything with us when we go. So what makes you think you're on a higher pedestal just because of your job title or just because you make more income? that money does not make you who you are at the end of the day. It does not.
You make yourself who you are
That
by
is facts.
accepting yourself and accepting people that you around. You know what I'm saying? Like if you could get out there, and I do give it to a couple of people. You know, a lot of the white people that was getting out there supporting the black community. I respect that. I give it to y'all.
I told you. I seen this one
I
post.
get that to y'all because a lot of people right now, the brain, right? The brain, because the police brutality, a lot of people mad at the wrong people. Be mad at the
Facts.
police. Be mad at the government. Don't be mad at this innocent, guy over here that didn't do nothing to you. He didn't do anything to you. So what you mad
What
at
did
him
this
for?
small businessman do to you?
He did nothing.
Why are
Okay,
you?
he might not speak to you or whatever, but that don't mean he don't like you. That don't mean he don't care. Like I said earlier, all lives matter.
Really
All
does.
lives matter. Until people come together and stick together and get rid of this government nonsense, come on, man. They can't do nothing with the people. The people are the ones who rule the world.
You know they're
Not
afraid
these
of.
trillionaire people that sit in the chairs and cause all this chaos.
I know we keep jumping around topics, but that's what's supposed to happen in this
It's all
video.
good.
But I feel like they're afraid of us knowing wisdom. Like they're afraid of us knowing the truth, and not only that, they're afraid of us outsmarting them, or like what is that word I'm trying to use? Just being shit
Powerful.
powerful. Your mind is the best weapon you can
Wealthy.
use. Like why instead of resorting to violence, how about you use your mind to kill them with kindness or to kill them with knowing your knowledge? Like at the end of the day, that's what they don't want you to have. They don't want you to be smart. They don't want you any of that. They want you to be dumb. They want you to stay stuck. They don't want you to wake. They don't want any of that because they're afraid of what's going to happen. They're afraid of change. That's exactly what it is. They're afraid of change.
Or perhaps, how about you tell that person who says something out of line to you, sit them down at a table, and y'all eat and talk this situation out. You want peace in your life. You don't want to walk down the street angry at somebody
Or constantly looking over your shoulder.
because anything can happen to you or him, and you holding a grudge. Let it go.
Facts.
Let it go. This is a new day and age now. And
It
like
really
I'm about
is.
to say right now, it's a war going on outside that we ain't safe from. We need to change that.
Not only that, look, hold up. There's so many other things out there that we should be worried about. Like, there's
Besides,
fucking bro. Like, we're on a big ass planet in the middle of the what? The fucking Milky Way. Like, we have fucking meteors coming down that we got to worry about. Why are we not
man,
focusing on building on each other instead of fighting each other?
and not only that, man, you got this virus that was man-made.
Exactly.
Mad scientists do making all
You know,
types
I
of
feel
shit.
like they did this because there's something else going on.
Control.
They want to control your life. Not only that, but I feel like they're also hiding something.
Yeah, they hide something.
They-
Man, there's more than just this virus shit.
Yeah,
Now, don't get me wrong. I pay my respects to the folks who died from this stuff.
Exactly,
People
yeah.
are dying from this coronavirus.
It's not that fake. It's not. It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
But the way they making it seem, it's like this shit's been out for almost 3 to 4 years already. Like
Nah,
I think.
it's been out longer than that.
Oh, has it?
Yeah,
Oh.
been out longer than that. It's basically it's a stronger version of the flu.
It is.
Now,
It mutated from the flu.
that's all it is. But people die from the flu and people die from the virus. The whole thing about this whole shit is
They're
you
mostly
have
dying from pneumonia. Actually, walking pneumonia. I feel like I heard.
that also too as well. Now, when it comes to this bullshit virus thing, whatever, you have to take care of your body a lot better than what you're doing. Your immune system.
Got to eat your
You
vitamins,
gotta,
man.
you gotta eat vitamins, your fruits, your vegetables. Go to the gym, work out. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever you condone to doing with your body is what you want to do. But I'd rather see people live to fight this nonsense shit off that the government put out here that they so-called lost control of.
Facts. Like I said, there's way other things that we got to be worried about than fighting each other.
Your
because,
health.
I mean, there's other enemies besides us. Like why are we focusing on each other when there's other bigger problems going on in the world?
We ain't the enemies.
Nobody.
Nobody's the enemy.
Exactly.
The
The
government
enemy.
is the enemy.
The enemy is the one who's trying to put us all at threat.
And who is that enemy?
The government at this point.
Exactly.
See, this is what I mean.
Exactly,
They don't
man.
want you to wake because you start to realize like the government is trying to control most of your lives. They're trying to make like I think I actually just seen a post like they're trying to make like if you want your kids to go back to school, like you have to
Vaccine
get a
shit.
vaccine.
It's all about money.
Why?
It's all about money.
I mean, like, I understand, like, you guys are trying to make sure it stay under control, but, like, what happened to freedom? Like, why are we forcing people to do shit that they don't want to do?
It's all about money.
I still don't get that.
Let's connect politics ditto. It's all about money. It's all about money.
It's crazy.
You're going to have to pay for this vaccine in order for you to survive. How about getting the herbs, go to the herb store, and take care of your body yourself? You don't need no vaccine.
Natural medicine, no man-made bullshit. Because who knows what that virus? Who knows what that vaccine is
going
to do?
Kill you faster. You don't need that. The human body is meant to heal.
It is. We evolve. It is evolved, right? We evolve almost every day, every century, every year.
Why you think when you run across the park or when you play basketball, whatever sports you do, you sweat. Whatever you put in your body, you sweat it out.
Yeah.
All the toxin. You eat right and you take care of your body, you won't have to worry about this.
You really won't.
You won't.
You damn sure won't. Your body is a natural healer.
Now, it is. There are people with cancer, respiratory failure.
They
asthma.
may need a little bit of help.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? I keep those folks in my prayers and stuff like that with AIDS and stuff like that. Those are the people that's dying out faster than anybody else. So, you know, they the ones that need the help. And to whoever lost their family members, sorry for y'all loss in 2020, because 2020 is definitely
an eye opener. It's an eye opener.
It's scary.
If you look at it, 2020 is 20 vision. Like, it literally, oh man. There's so many things I want to go into, but I can't go into it with this channel.
Because we're on YouTube.
It's just like I don't want to mix up the different content. You know, this is some real shit talk. I'll save that spiritual shit for my other channel.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do the spiritual thing or stuff like that, not right now. But my thing is, I suggest that a lot of people just start coming together, being safe, and use your brains. Use your brains, man. Your brain is a powerful thing in the waist, and a lot of people not using it. A lot of people going off of the negativity or
you're feeding into the fear. Fear would keep you trapped.
Get over that hump.
Fear would keep you trapped.
We in a new era right now. You're in 2020. You got to worry about living. You got to worry about surviving all this madness that's going on right now. So sitting out here worried about doing some harm to somebody, that's not the key to life.
It's not.
It's not going to get you nowhere. I guarantee you it ain't.
It's not.
You're going to be stuck right where you at.
That's why a lot of people are stuck, because they're either trapped in the system, they're either controlled and scared, which when you're scared, you kind of tend to like not really want to do anything because you're like so fearful of everything. When you start to realize fear is just something that you can pass by, you start to progress so much in life. Like, you won't really care for anything. Like, you just realize, like, yo, like I remember watching a video, and it was like, you know, babies, they don't fear shit.
No.
They'll pick up a fucking bug that you're running away from and just look at that shit.
Because they don't know. They're not taught what can scare them, what can hurt them. Yeah. It has to be taught to a baby for a baby to understand. Oh, man. We really got to get deep into this because, look.
Goosebumps, right?
Yeah, man. I'm getting even cold out.
It's hot as hell. I want to take this fucking hell.
It just gave me a chill to talk about that, you know. A lot of times, you know, when you see a baby doing something wrong, it's your job to correct them. Yeah, babies don't have fear. If you sit there
and they don't also see racism, they don't see color.
They don't know that. It's taught to them.
It is.
It's taught to them.
You know, 1 second, sorry.
Before I
lose this. You know, I keep saying this to everyone that I talk to. We always trying to change the older ways. Why are we trying to change them? The younger generation is where we got to start. It's from the people who are the little toddlers, you know, the little ones that are crawling around your fucking floor right now. We got to start with them. If you want change, you got to start with those people, because those are going to be the new generation later on in life. Like, if you really want change, we got to teach the kids the proper education. We got to teach them the right history. We can't be teaching them this bullshit history, because history does repeat itself. And that's what we're doing. Every time we teach these kids the history, what happens? They're going out and doing the same shit. We're repeating. We got to teach new things other than the same old
shit that we was going through. Now, here's this, right? And I hope a lot of people get what I'm about to say. The ace has been dealt. You're now the holder.
Ooh. Oh, damn!
So-
I didn't think you were gonna come like that.
hey! Look,
Oh,
once
shit!
that's what I'm saying. Once they deal you the hand, you the holder. It's up to you. Well, what you gonna do with your hand? That's all I can say to you.
That's why I keep saying we gotta start going for the little one, like the little kids. Like that's where everything's gonna change. Like
Otherwise, history gonna keep repeating itself.
It will.
It ain't gonna never change.
It won't.
So deal your hand the right way. Deal it the right way.
Definitely. But I think
Gotta
we're gonna
win.
I think
Gotta win. It's all about winning.
we're gonna stop the video here. We'll probably be back up again. But if you guys like, please like, subscribe, and share. I'll have his channel linked up in the description as well.
Yes.
We're going to be partners, so you guys are going to be seeing a lot of us together. So I hope you guys really do enjoy the content. Like I said, you might like some of his shit more than what I'd say, you know?
We all together, baby. That's all it's about. It's about teamwork. It's about loving the people. We for the people. We ain't for no nonsense or
violence.
All this other crazy crap. We just for the people, man. We're
really
trying to get the people to come together, especially the young generation. Because I want to see people live. You know, I want to grow old to see the young generation. I want
to see what they can do.
All race. I want to see all y'all, man.
I mean, I know I'm not that old, but I'm kind of old. You know?
I'm not that old, but I ain't gonna put it out there. But I ain't old. I'm just put it like this. I'm in my 30s.
I'm in my 20s.
Early 30s.
I'm only 26, but
for a 30,
for a 26-year-old, I feel like I have a lot of wisdom and a lot of fucking advice like that you guys need to.
We got a whole bunch. But listen, before we be out, right? I've been drinking this Gatorade for like 6 hours straight. I did a camera. Psych.
All right, later. We be back.